Hello and welcome to my Yu-Gi-Oh channel. Today we're looking at some new cards that are coming out of Yugioh Sevens. This is from episode 54 of the anime, so this is the beginning of season 2. Necromancer Third is a level 3 zombie type monster with 1000 attack. It says as part of the note the 3 is pronounced third, making the name a play on Necromancer. It's a decent enough card considering I don't think we have zombies or that many in the game, but it's definitely going to be outclassed. Harpy Lady is a level 4 wind attribute winged beast type normal monster with 1300 attack and 1400 defense. Well, what would you expect? Since we haven't had the Harpy Ladies within the first season, it was obvious they were going to mention them at some stage within this season. I know it's a decent monster and maybe they'll have the other Harpy Lady monsters, potentially with new support as well. I think we have Harpy Girl, but that's the 500 attack, 500 defense monster that was released some time ago as well. Cybertech Alligator is a level 5 wind attribute machine type normal monster with 2500 attack and 1600 defense. It's a powerful monster for a level 5 and it came in the original series of Yu-Gi-Oh! I think you might have actually seen a glimpse of it within either Joey's deck or someone he was facing, because I know he definitely had this card on him during Battle City. Air Formula Eagle is a level 7 wind attribute winged beast type effect monster with 2300 attack and 1800 defense. The requirement: you can activate if there are 3 or more normal monsters, they must be wind type, in your graveyard. The effect is to special summon one normal monster that's a wind from your hand to your side of the field face up. Then you can choose one normal monster that's a level 6 or lower wind in your graveyard and special summon it to your side of the field face up. The purpose of this card is to help you to swarm your field. Considering if you've got this card already, you're just able to bring out one of your normal monsters. If you've got that Cybertech Alligator, that actually has more attack points than this card despite being a lower level. So you've got that as field presence, and then you can summon a level 6 or lower from the graveyard. So you could have your entire monster zone filled just by this effect. It's not much of a requirement, so long as you've got 3 or more normal monsters that are wind attribute. It's very easy to meet. Follow Wing World is a field spell card with no requirement. The effect: while this card is face up in a field zone, face up normal monsters that are wind on the field gain 500 attack. This has an effect very similar to Rising Air Current, which also grants all of your wind monsters 500 attack, but in that case it reduces their defense points by 400. This is a little bit of the reverse because it only affects your normal monsters, not all of your wind monsters in general. Against Buster is a normal spell card with no requirement. The effect is to choose one face-up monster. It must be a wind with 2000 or more attack you control. Until the end of this turn, it loses 500 attack. Then you choose and destroy one spell or trap card your opponent controls. This helps to work a little bit like Mystical Space Typhoon. It does reduce the power of one of your wind monsters, but at least it's only until the end of your turn. It's not a permanent effect, which is okay and usable for the time being until we get more of these types of effects. And the final card is Wind First. This is a normal trap card with the requirement: when your opponent normal or special summons a monster, it must be a level 5 or higher. You can activate by shuffling one normal monster that's a wind in your graveyard into the deck. The effect is to choose one face-up follow Winged World you control. During this turn, while the card chosen by this effect is face-up, your opponent cannot attack monsters except normal wind monsters. The requirement on this card is quite specific. It does need your opponent to summon quite a high level monster, and you need to shuffle back one of your normal monsters that's a wind from the graveyard into the deck. And it does also require you to have the field spell card up before you can actually rely on its effect. It's not even much of an effect, because this just forces your opponent's monsters to attack into your normal monsters that are wind attribute. There isn't much to talk about these cards. I don't think there's anything groundbreaking in this, although I do see the stat buff to some of the low level monsters. The level 5, for example, Cybertech Alligator is now 2500, and hopefully this is the start where we see some more powerful monsters with lower level requirements to them. What do you guys think of these cards? Is there anything you like, and is there anything you don't like within this set? As always, put those in the comments down below, like the video if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe for more daily Yu-Gi-Oh content.